Rolling, rolling.
I don't have to slate, do I?
I did it.
Love it. Love it.
Hey, what's up?
Jamie.
How are you? Good to see you. Hi, I'm Jamie Tate, and I'm here at the Rukkus Room in lovely downtown Berry Hill, Tennessee. Berry Hill is the city with the most highly concentrated recording studios in the world. Is that a sentence? Most highly concentrated recording studio population? No. There are more recording studios here in this city than anywhere else in the world. And you drive by it like that house is a studio, that house is a studio, that house is a studio, and here we are. Gene Lawson of Lawson Microphones, he's next door. There's a building, there's a 2,000 square foot metal building back there where he makes his mics. He makes copies of 251s, 47s. They're really great, awesome mics. He built this place in 1981. It was designed from the ground up as a studio, one of like 3 places in Nashville that were designed as studios. All the others are converted houses. So it's been here since '81. It was called Reflections. And then when he wanted to get out of the studio business, because he's smart, he leased it out to a soundstage, and there it went into utter disrepair, and there was about this much mouse poop on every horizontal surface. So when I came in, I looked through the door. Lars Ulrich of Metallica was in here producing some girl. Mouse poop everywhere. And I signed, I got the place, and I've been here 18 years, geez. I was a young kid when I walked through the doors. But yeah, it's a beautiful room. I love this place. It was, poured concrete ceilings, poured concrete floors. This is a separate building from that. These two are separate buildings from that. Had last year, the water heater blew up during COVID, during the lockdown. And I came in and it was like a cartoon. I opened the door and this, just like a Tom and Jerry cartoon, this flood of water came out. But this half of the building was okay because it went between the buildings. So I was lucky. I mean, if you can call a flooded building lucky, I guess I got the best case scenario of that. It's very old school. The design was 1981. We've come a long way in studio design since then, but the old oak walls and stuff, it looks like grandma's house a little bit, which I kind of dig. It's not sterile like some other studios. You go into Pickford and it's kind of, a little anechoic and sterile. But that's why they can charge the big bucks. I don't think the floor is floating. We're on basically a wooden box right here, so we can put cables under it. This is also how I check microphones. Yep. So it's also how I do math. I did my taxes like that. That's why I got audited. No. And it's just concrete floor, wood panels on the walls to make it just reflective enough to get a good, boomy kind of John Bonham-y kind of drum sound. And I haven't really done anything to the place because I'm smart and it was designed right the first time. And if it's right, I'm not going to touch it. Yeah. I've changed a carpet just because I got brown carpet because so many people were spilling coffee on it. Well, let's talk about the live room. The live room is, if you go out there and you talk, it's not like a gymnasium. You're not going to hear your voice bounce back at you. But when you put up room mics, just put them through, 1176 or some sort of compressor, and it all of a sudden it blossoms out and you get this boom, kick drum. Instead of this, you get a boom. Did you get that? I'm going to sample that and put it in my mixes. But yeah, it's a really great live drum room sound. Not overly bright, the hi-hats don't go everywhere. It's more focused on the low end. I don't know how Gene did it, but he designed that room where the drums just sound really great. And it's not too large where it's unusable. There's some studios here in town, they're gymnasiums, and you get too much room in the snare mic, which is that far away from the drum. So I like this room. This room here, this is a false wall. It goes all the way back to the front of the building, which is another, 10 feet that way. So this is like a big old bass trap. And he gave up all that space in the control room just to make it sound good. So, it's right there on the couch. behind my speakers is the best place. That's, if I want to really hear what I'm what I'm listening to. It's right there, and I usually fall asleep too, so it's a nice nap spot too.